it once in my life. I feel good. All because of this. No, it is. I don't think it's supposed to make you feel good. I think it just, you know what? It's probably because of the weather.
I was about to say,
we're out and about.
I'm certain it's because of the weather.
Yeah.
You just happen to have that soda, and it's making you. You probably already felt good before the soda. The soda is just aiding and helping you feel better. Mm-hmm. And you don't ever really have soda, conventional soda.
Yeah, but this is organic.
That's an exception.
This is organic, living soda, good for your gut. I wonder how much that is true. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I see why. Because it has tea in it, which I know that has caffeine. That's probably what's making me feel good. How did you think? What did you think about the soda? Did you like it?
Yeah, I favored it.
Mm-hmm. When I had it, when I tried it, I was thinking, yeah, I know my husband's gonna like this one.
You have me figured out because you do know what I prefer. Mm-hmm. When we were in Manhattan and we went into that store, and you said, "Oh, you're gonna like it," and it was some obscure drink, and it was really good. But
what did it have in it?
Maybe we should have gave some of that to the person that cut you off earlier.
Yeah, not only did they cut me off, but they also flipped me off too.
That's happened to you in the past too.
Yeah. What it is too, what kind of caught me off guard is that all I was doing, mm-hmm. You know, when I drive, I don't look at my phone, I don't do anything like that. I just glanced over for a millisecond, and the light turned green. I just went like this for a second, light turned green, honked at me and just flipped me off. And I was thinking, I shouldn't have done it, but I did flip him back off. I shouldn't have done that though, because what if they had a gun or something? They were probably crazy. But you know, you get that.
That's saying a bit, because you don't ever get that way. In fact, I remember we were going home, and I don't know what happened to cause the guy that was not letting me go around him. I don't think I was even trying to go around him. I was just switching lane, and then when he was but in front of me, and then I thought that was odd, so then I would slow down and try to go on the other lane, then he would go on the other lane. And he, for some reason, it's as though he was purposely trying to
I remember that.
He wanted, aggravate me?
Yeah, aggravate you. But that stuff's dangerous. You could have easily gotten into an accident.
Yeah. But I remember I wanted, that day he triggered me.
Yeah.
And I wanted to follow him.
I know. I understand now.
Because I was that upset, and I wanted to follow him and say, hey, what's up, you know?
Yeah.
But you probably helped the situation in you telling me, no, just leave it, just let it go, let it go. You never know, he probably has a gun.
That's true.
Has a gun. And at that point, I wasn't even scared of him having a gun. But what caught me off guard was that when we were able to get a glance into his cabin, he had a kid with him.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? He had a kid with him.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that. I remember we were thinking, why would he do that
with
a kid?
Put his kid at risk? Also, what is he teaching his kid by him doing that to me? Because honestly, I'm pretty aware of my surroundings, and I don't know what caused him to be so infuriated to the point where he was not letting me go around him. And at that, I wasn't even trying to speed up the whole time. The whole time I was trying to slow down and trying to get his position as to why he was doing what he was. And so,
but you never know what someone's going through. Maybe they were, who knows, maybe they were fighting and he was mad. Who knows? But road rage is serious. I don't think I've ever personally had it except for that one time, but I just couldn't help it because I was thinking, I didn't even do anything. Yeah. I just took a moment to look, and they were so angry. But you just don't think, when you're going through that road rage for a second, you just don't even think that, wait, let me calm down, because that person, they could easily pull out a gun and just shoot you over, and you would feel so dumb thinking, I just died over road rage. Like, what was I what was I thinking, just because someone, I wanted to yell at someone or
I think that says a lot about someone else, because if they're so triggered by something so simple, then maybe it's their way of living that causes them to be so short fused.
It goes much deeper than just.
Yeah, I guess that's some of the perks of living in the town, is it doesn't happen as often, because it's when you're in the city that it seems to happen more. I remember, actually, I take this back. This wasn't in the city. This was in town. Not here, because we're out of town, but somewhere else. I remember it was somebody that had one of these, I guess, newer, bigger trucks with the big wheels, right? And my truck is smaller. And he was mad at me because, so to give you some insight, let me see. He was mad at me because I was about to turn on to a bigger street, and he was coming in. I guess it wasn't wide enough for his truck to come in.
Makes sense.
And so his truck went over the curve. But he saw that as my fault. But it's not, as I was eating part of his entrance.
I get it.
You know how sometimes maybe you're not fully focused, and so you end up more to the right or more to the left, and sometimes you might be eating somebody's space to enter or exit, and that wasn't the case. But his truck was so big and wide that he jumped the curve, and then he looks back and
Did he look back mad at you? Like, what the heck?
Yeah, no, he looked back at me and he yelled out, "Bitch!"
Oh,
and so
I remember
you weren't with me that time, so
oh yeah, you did.
I was insulted, and I probably should have let it go, but I didn't, and so I went around and cut him off right in front of his, because I caught him inside of a parking lot, and I cut him off.
Okay.
Not in a dangerous way.
Yeah.
Because he could see me. It's not like I just came out of nowhere. He could see me coming, but I stopped in front of his truck, right? And so he came to me, and so I get off the vehicle and I yell out, "You want to run that by me again?" And he was with his friend, and his friend was telling him, no, just chill out. But he kind of left it at that. But he did say, "Mom, man, it's because you cut me off." And I kind of saw it as, I don't even think he said that word for word, but he said something along the lines of him jumping the curve
was your fault.
But then I thought, why are you upset? Your vehicle's sort of built for that kind of stuff.
True, yeah. I know what you mean.
But if you can't drive your truck, that's on you. If it's too much truck for you, why are you driving it?
Yeah.
That's how I saw it.
No,
that's not what I told him. But it was real quick when I cut him off, and I said, "You want to run that by me again?" And then he had his friend calm down, and then I jumped back in my truck and left, and that was the end of that, which made me feel better that I actually said something, because if had I been with you, then you wouldn't allowed me to.
But do you get where I would be coming from too? Because people are crazy.
Yeah.
And they are. I would just be looking out for your interests. I'd be like, maybe this isn't the right thing to do. But then also I agree with you, because when that person flipped me off, I wanted to follow them. But I was like, what would I look like? A little twerp following this guy?
Beat it, twerp.
He'd probably look at me and be like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Or they could have pulled out a gun on me and shot me, and then you would have been like, oh, what happened to my wife? She's dead. All because she wanted to follow someone because of road rage.
Which reminds me, you need to carry yours more often.
I do. At first I never wanted one, but
you neglect yours in that.
There was one time I did carry it. Only one time. When, but it was a good thing I carried it that day too. But I do need to carry it, especially when you're not around me, which we always spend time together, but still, I should carry it.
Yeah.
Even to little places here and there, it is smart to carry it. We should have took it right now too.
Remember a few years back, we don't know what we did, and maybe it's us not paying attention. I want to say that it's not our fault, but do you remember we did not know what we did, but then someone turned the corner and they yelled out, "Idiots!"
Oh, I remember. It's glued into my head of what his face looked like, how he was holding the steering wheel and his face was puffy and red. I was thinking,
yeah,
he's not just mad because of me. There's something deeper, deeper rooted problem that caused him to flip out. I think, I think I probably was the problem though, accidentally, because I think I turned a little too soon while he was still turning. Should he have reacted the way he did? No. But it's funny how those things stick in your head.
Yeah.
Because it happened, 5 years ago? Yeah. Maybe even longer than that. And I still remember his face. He got so mad at me.
I'm also fully aware that it could be our faults.
Yeah, for sure.
As to,
I think that one probably was.
Why they may have some reaction as they have, but I don't believe we've done anything to justify them getting that heated.
No. Yeah, like I said, I think it's definitely more deeper rooted issue with themselves. Sometimes
I've seen something obnoxious. When you're on the highway and you see, I'd assume younger people where they're racing each other.
Yeah.
That's what gets me. Not angry. It doesn't get me angry, but I kind of see it as really,
maybe?
Yeah, just miffed.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. Good word.
If I were to see something now, if I was to be doing that, and somebody was to then call me an idiot or want to do something to get me triggered, then that's with merit.
Yes, but yep, I am an idiot.
Yeah, that would be on me. But for what we've possibly done, which is probably something simple, because every time I hit the roads, I'm fully aware that, what am I trying to say here? I'm fully aware that I'm driving with others, and even though, I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
No,
I'm at the mercy of
others.
Yeah, that's what I'm basically trying to say.
Because even if you're driving the safest you can, there's still going to be people that are crazy. But.
And so I always see people in a rush. When I see people in a rush, I think, yeah, maybe you should have just left a little earlier.
Yeah, you're right. Just slow down.
But sometimes there's emergencies and you can't leave earlier, and you're notified when you are, and so that may cause you to
or maybe people are just driving too much. Being stuck in traffic will make you go crazy. Just
if it was up to me, I wish we had more trains. I wish it wasn't so car centric.
Yeah, me too. That would probably come with its own problems too, but it's way too car centric. It is disappointing, but what can we? Maybe one day it will change.
Maybe we can give everybody some of the soda.
I drank all that.
So
it was so good. I might have to go back for more.